You're not behind, you're not lazy, you're not undisciplined. You're just running an old productivity system in a new world. Let me guess, your days are packed, your to-do list is long, you're doing a lot, and somehow you still feel like you're losing, not because you're not working hard, because you're working hard in a way that burns you out. Quietly, slowly, then all at once. Here's the question that should scare you a little. If you keep winning like this, how long before your health, your focus, or your relationships send you the bill? Because hustle sounds heroic, but exhaustion isn't a trophy. And in 2026, even the productivity conversation is shifting away from doing more and toward doing what actually matters without breaking yourself. So in this audiobook, I'm going to give you a different game plan. Slow productivity. Not soft, not lazy, strategic, calm, high impact. Sustainable. You'll learn how to stop worshiping urgency, stop multitasking your brain into dust, and start building systems that keep you consistent for years. If you're done with grinding just to feel caught up, you're in the right place. And if you want more scripts like this that actually change how you live, subscribe now. Because this isn't motivation. This is a new operating system. Chapter 1, you're not just tired. You're overloaded. There's a big difference. Tired is what you feel after a long day. Overloaded is what you feel when every day never really ends. Your brain doesn't get a break. It only gets brief pauses. Tiny pauses. Never a full stop. Think about your day. You wake up and check your phone before you even stand up. Notifications. Messages, news, your brain is already on. Before breakfast, you've switched tasks 10 times. Scroll. Reply. Check. Switch. That's not a calm start. That's overload. You move to work or study, email, chat, calls. Tabs everywhere. You start something, get interrupted, start something else. You think you're busy. You're not just busy. You are constantly switching. Every switch costs you energy. Every switch drains your focus. Your body is sitting, but your mind is sprinting. That's why you feel exhausted doing what looks simple from the outside. You're not weak, you're overloaded. Say that to yourself clearly, you're not weak, you're overloaded. And what do most people do when they feel this way? They blame their willpower. They think, I just need to push harder. I just need more motivation. So they add more to an already full system. More tools, more goals, more pressure. They don't clear space. They pile on. Your problem is not a lack of drive. Your problem is too much input. Too many tabs open. Too many demands on one nervous system. Your system is overloaded, not underpowered. That's the key. Your system is overloaded, not underpowered. So what should you do starting today? You stop pretending it's just normal tired. You start seeing the overload. You start cutting noise. You reduce switches. You create small full stops in your day instead of endless micropauses. One notification block instead of 50 random checks. One deep session instead of 20 tiny ones. You are not broken. Your settings are. Your system is overloaded, not underpowered. Once you accept that, you can change how you work instead of hating yourself for how you feel. You've seen the real issue, overload, not weakness. Now, let's expose the story that pushed you into this state in the first place. Chapter 2. Hustle culture lied to you. Hustle culture told you a simple story, the hardest worker always wins. That sounds heroic. It's also false. You only see the winners. You never see the broken. You don't see the bodies on the side of the road. Imagine two people. One goes all in. No rest. No limits. Always on. The other works slower. Thinks more. Chooses carefully. Protects sleep. Protects focus. Year 1, the grinder looks like a star. Year 5, the slower one is still rising. Still clear. Still healthy. Relentless intensity is not sustainable. It looks powerful, It feels impressive, but it cracks you from the inside. Intensity impresses people. Consistency builds empires. Remember that line, you only see the winners, you never see the broken. You've seen the lie. Next, you'll learn how doing more is secretly making you less effective. Chapter 3. Doing more is making you less effective. You think doing 5 things at once makes you efficient. It makes you sloppy. Constant multitasking stretches simple projects out all day. Every switch costs you clarity. Look at how you work. You drag tasks across 4 distracted hours, bouncing between emails and tabs. Compare that to 90 minutes of locked-in, uninterrupted focus. The 90-minute block wins every time. It creates superior work. The 4-hour block just leaves you drained. Why? Because every switch costs you clarity. Stop confusing motion with progress. Slowing down is not laziness, it is precision. Stop dividing your attention. Choose one task. Lock in. Fewer moves, better moves, repeated moves. That is the formula. Fewer moves, better moves, repeated moves. You've realized that doing everything at once destroys your output. Now we reframe speed itself. Chapter 4. Slow is not weak. Slow is strategic. Slow doesn't mean lazy. Slow means deliberate. Slow means you chose the target. Slow is not soft. Slow is sharp. Think of a sniper versus someone firing wildly. The wild shooter makes noise, burns ammo, and still misses. The sniper breathes, aims, one shot. Clean impact. That's focused work. Fewer shots. More results. Fast burns bright. Slow burns long. Say it again. Fast burns bright. Slow burns long. Strategic slowness protects your energy, and energy is what keeps you consistent. Strategic slowness keeps your standards high without destroying your nervous system. Even the productivity conversation in 2026 is shifting away from hustle and toward what actually matters. So stop sprinting through everything. Slow down on purpose, aim, execute, recover, then repeat. Now, let's talk about the real clock you're racing, your energy. Chapter 5. Your energy is your real time. You don't just manage time. You manage the person inside that time. If you have 3 free hours but you're drained, those hours are worthless. You'll stare at the screen. You'll reread the same line. You'll doubt yourself. The same task that takes 40 minutes when you're rested takes 2 hours when you're exhausted, and it steals your confidence on the way out. Protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. Protect your energy in the morning by not starting with notifications. Protect your energy in the afternoon by choosing one priority, not 10. Protect your energy at night by shutting down, not scrolling. In 2026, being productive is increasingly being reframed around what matters, not just doing more. You're building slow productivity. That starts with energy first. Now, let's make it practical. Chapter 6. Design your minimum effective day. Some days you won't feel like a machine. Good. Stop designing your life for your best day. Design it for your average day. This is your minimum effective day, the smallest set of non-negotiables that still moves you forward. Lower the bar. Keep the standard. Here's the list. 1 deep work block, 25 to 60 minutes, phone away. 1 body action, walk, stretch, lift, anything. 1 connection, text someone you respect, or talk to a real human. 1 reset, 5 minutes to plan tomorrow and shut your brain down. That's it. You don't need a perfect day. You need a repeatable day. Say it again, you don't need a perfect day. You need a repeatable day. This is what modern productivity is moving toward. What matters sustainably. Now we deal with the biggest thief of repeatability. Chapter 7. Stop worshiping urgency. Urgency is a drug. It hijacks your brain and makes everything feel life or death. Urgent is loud. Important is quiet. You know the pattern. You wake up and live in your inbox. Ping, reply. Ping, apologize. Ping, you feel productive, but you never touch the project that would change your life. If everything is urgent, nothing is important. Say it again. If everything is urgent, nothing is important. So build no-go zones. 2 scheduled windows for messages. 1 protected deep work block where notifications are off and your phone is out of reach. When someone wants a quick thing, you ask, is this truly urgent or just loud? Modern productivity is increasingly about what matters, not what screams. Now you need the skill that makes this sustainable. Chapter 8. Rest is a skill, not a reward. Rest isn't a reward you earn after you suffer. Rest is part of the work. If you only rest when you deserve it, you will never deserve it, because the work never ends. You're not lazy for resting. You're irresponsible for never resting. Say it again. You're not lazy for resting. You're irresponsible for never resting. Tonight, do a shutdown ritual. Screens off 30 minutes before bed. Brain dump on paper, everything you're carrying, no filter. Pick one small pleasure that calms you. Tea, shower, a few pages of a book. Then set a hard sleep boundary, a time you stop negotiating with yourself. This shift towards sustainable performance is exactly where modern productivity is heading. Rest is part of the work. Now let's turn calm into consistency. Chapter 9. Build systems, not surges. Surges impress. Systems succeed. A surge is you going wild for 3 days, then crashing for 3 weeks. A system is small, calm, scheduled, repeatable. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So stop waiting for motivation. Build defaults. Fixed deep work windows. Default meals you don't debate. Calendar rules. No meetings before your focus block. Offline blocks that make you unreachable. When the next task is already on the calendar, you waste less energy deciding and more energy doing. Surges impress. Systems succeed. Say it until you live it. Now we finish with the master rule. Chapter 10. Less, better, repeated, that's the whole game. You don't need 10 goals. You need 1 or 2 that matter. Picture a writer, 300 words a day, every day, for 6 months. No viral chase. No constant rebranding. Just pages. That's how a book appears. Picture an entrepreneur. 1 daily sales call block, 1 product improvement block, 4 months. Not glamorous, effective. This is slow productivity in 1 sentence. Less, better, repeated, that's the whole game. Now your move. Cut 3 things. 1 commitment you resent, 1 app you check compulsively, 1 project you keep almost starting. Then choose 1 thing to go deep on. Schedule it. Protect it. You win by what you cut, not just by what you add. Now, let's seal this with a final challenge. Conclusion, your new way to win. Conclusion, your new way to win. You've spent years proving you can push. You've already shown you can grind, you can sacrifice, you can carry more than you should. That part of the test is over. From now on, the real exam is different. Can you build a life you can actually live inside? Can you protect your energy, guard your focus, and choose fewer, better moves? Slow productivity is not about doing nothing. It's about doing what matters at a pace you can sustain for years, not weeks. It's about trading adrenaline for consistency, chaos for clarity, burnout for quiet power. You are not behind. You are just stuck in a model that doesn't fit the reality of your brain, your body, or your future. So here's your challenge. Today, not tomorrow, cut 1 thing that drains you and double down on 1 thing that truly moves you forward. 1 cut, 1 commitment. That's it. If this resonated with you, don't just nod and scroll away. Hit subscribe, stay close, and let's rebuild your way of working together. Less, better, repeated. That's how you win now.